What is up? I got a little Dollar General story to tell y'all. Oh shit. Oh, someone's flying out the window. Y'all, I'm crazy as a fucking June bug, y'all. Anyways, let me tell y'all. So, today, girl, I go in the Dollar General. And I'm just looking and I'm browsing, and they follow me, like, I guess they assume that I'm in there stealing or whatever. So they following right behind me. Like, when I say right behind me, I mean like on my ass. Like, if I move and go down a couple aisles, they're like on the next aisle peeping and looking at me. So y'all, I done got frustrated and mad in my feelings because I couldn't find no penny items, and these funky heifers think that I'm in this motherfucker stealing. So I'm like, I am so determined. Lord knows I had to be at work. My husband was rushing me because we was actually in a different county. I rode and did a job with my husband. We was in a different town, and he was like, come on, rushing me. I was like, all right, let me look at one more aisle, and we headed back towards the house so I can go to work. So I go down the lawn and garden aisle, and and I'm looking at these little spigot things that fit on your faucet. They're like, I have to get one. I don't have one with me. I left all the shit in my husband's truck, so I don't have one. I have to show y'all in the next video. But these little green spigot things, like, you stick it on the faucet if it doesn't fit on your faucet. Like, if, say for instance, if you want to put a water hose in your house and run it from your sink, it's that type of thing. So I look at one, and I be damned, that motherfucker says summer 2010. Y'all know me. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So I look at one of the boxes, and it's a whole box. So I think there's like 40 or 50 in one box. I lift the box up under it, I open it up, it's another whole full box. In the next box below, guess what? It's a whole nother full box. So, mind y'all, I've got like 10, 12 boxes of these motherfuckers. So she's like, so my husband's like, come on, let's go on and go. I was like, yeah, we can go after we grab all these boxes. He looks at me, he said, you kidding, right? I was like, no. So the woman sees that I'm putting out, she's like walked past the aisle, and she noticed that I was putting all the boxes inside of the cart. So she walks down the other aisle, and she comes down the aisle. She was like, can I help you with anything? I was like, no ma'am, you can, I'm going to head to the register, you can bring me out. And she was like, oh, okay, I think you might have got the wrong carts. I was like, no, you see me loading these in the cart. I was like, I'm going to pay for them. Why does it matter what I'm doing with it? At this point, I'm getting pissed off. I've been patient with the hoe after she done, basically watching me like I'm stealing something from her, just made me totally uncomfortable in the store. So, I load them up, and it's a bunch of boxes, and I go inside the Dollar General, and sorry y'all, I got sidetracked. Y'all have to listen to one of my other stories about these fucking college students just walking out in front of fucking cars, don't care what they're doing, excuse my language. So I got off track. So I walk up to the register, and I'm like, I'm taking them out of the box, and I'm sitting them on the counter, like, one box by one. And she's like, so what am I supposed to do with these? I was like, ring me out. So she scans them. She ain't paying no attention, she's just scanning. She gets through 3 boxes, and she's like, oh, I can't sell these to you. I was like, and why not? She was like, because they're not ringing up right. I was like, oh no, they're ringing up right. It's the right price. She was like, oh, I can't sell these. I can't. It's against policy. I can't sell them. I said, what policy? I said, which policy are you talking about? Can you show me a copy of that policy? And she's like, well, I got I've got a policy somewhere in here. So she acts like she's digging inside this drawer that's up under the register. She's digging. She's like, well, it's not in here. And I was like, well, I've got a recent copy of your policy. So if you give me 1 second, I'll go out to my car and get the policy. My husband's just like, oh, come on, Tay. Are you know you got to fucking go to work. Why are you don't even want these things. You don't even need them. And I'm like, because he followed me outside. I'm like, well, you go back inside the store and make sure that she don't put none of them take any of them boxes out of the cart and try to put them up. I was like, so can you go in there, please? I was like, don't worry about, I'll be all right. If I'm late, I'm late. So what? It'd be okay. So I bring the policy back in there, and I'm like, here you go. And she was like, she looks at it. She's like, so which page is it on? I was like, it's the same policy you have, so I guess whatever copy and whatever page it's on inside your policy, it's the same one. She was like, but I don't have it. I said, but you told me first that it was in the drawer. You just couldn't find it. So I flipped through the page, and mind y'all, I've already got it highlighted and everything, like to where I wanted to hand it to her, and she flipped through it and see that it's highlighted, so she knew that I was a penny shopper. So I'm like, I was like, right there. It's already. I said, it's highlighted and everything. She's like, what is? She's like, what? So what does it say? I said, read it. She reads the policy. She was like, oh no, this isn't our correct policy. I was like, look, ma'am, this is what I do. I'm a penny shopper. You're not going to tell me that you can't sell me these items because they're a penny. This is what I do. You're not going to tell me that you can't sell them to me. And she was like, well, I'm going to have to call the regional manager. I was like, that's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead and call her. Oh, well, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get. I said, look, it doesn't matter what you're going to have to go through. You're going to sell me these, and you're going to sell them to me today because I don't live here. So she's like, she gets on the phone, and she's calling, I guess she's calling somebody or acting like she's calling somebody, and she's like, okay, they're not answering the phone, so you're going to have to come back such and such day. I was like, didn't I tell you I don't live here? I was like, ma'am, I've been more than patient with you. I was like, from the beginning when you was following me around, think that I was stealing. I was like, and then for you basically trying to say that because I had 10 boxes of these gardening items in my basket that that I wasn't buying them because I had all of them in the basket. I was like, so I've been more than patient, but now you're working on my patience, and I'm getting ready to be rude. So I'm going to ask you one more time, can you please bring me up so that I can go home? Because I have to go to work. I have a job to go to, too. And she's like, well, this is my job, and I know that by my job, I can't sell these to you. How are you supposed to even pay taxes? I'm like, don't worry. Look, I was like, look, you need to call somebody. I said, or bring me out because I've got to go. She was like, well, can you scoot around so I can get the person behind you? I'm like, nope, I can't move around. I can't move around for you to get the person behind me. I can't move around for you to do anything. I want to stand right here. I need to go. I need for you to bring me up. So she was like, well, let me see that policy again. I was like, here, you can have this copy. I have another copy. So you keep this for your, keep that for you. So she's reading it again. She's going over it. She's like, well, just give me 1 second. So she calls the girl that's on the floor from the back. I guess there's a girl in the back or whatever. And she calls her up to the front. And the lady was like, well, she has these and these rang up for a penny. What am I supposed to do? And the lady's like, you've got to sell them. Sell them. You have to sell them to her. She was like, but I thought Susan said not to, we can't sell them if they ring up. She was like, I've never heard that. The lady's like, it's policy, we have to sell them to her. So girl, she starts ringing up these motherfuckers. I'm talking about she is mad. Like I'm talking like fling, like bringing them up and just kind of tossing them. So I'm like, you can leave them in the box. You don't have to put them in the bag because now she's flinging them and they falling on the floor. She's frustrated. And now, like seriously, like I'm getting angry. I'm getting frustrated because I feel like she's being rude. It's not my fault. You did not pull these off the shelf. So she polite. She starts putting them in the box or whatever. And she gets finished ringing me up, and she's like, she tells me my towel. And she's like, this is just like stealing. I was like, how is it stealing? I'm buying this. This was your job to pull the stuff off the aisles, and you did not do that. So I come and I found it. So how? So I'm like, so how's that like fucking stealing? That what it is you're not doing your job. So you should have done your job, and I wouldn't have been in here getting them. So now I'm like, you know what? Can I have your name, please? I want your name, because I just don't think that you're polite. I think that you're rude. I want your name. So she gave me her name, and the lady who told her that she had to give it to me, that was the policy, was outside smoking, and she apologized. And I got to the car, and I was like, you know what, Tay? You're a bigger, better person than that. I was a little ugly with her because she was ugly with me. So I turned around and took her one of the damn boxes of the little water hose spigot things. I took it back in there. Took her a box back in there, and she's like, oh, no, we can't receive items. And so I picked it up, and I asked the lady outside. I was like, do you want it? She was like, yeah. So I gave them to her. I'm not going to kiss your ass to get you to take something, but you're not, I just feel like I'll just be the bigger person, but it so pissed me off, to make it seem like I was taking something. So what the moral of this story, the reason why I'm telling this, not only I want you guys to pay attention to gardening items, to the dates on the back of the gardening items, but also just, don't let these people make you feel bad because you're in there penny shopping and getting these items cheap. Just don't let them do it, because there's nothing wrong with it. Dollar General made it this way for a reason, so that they can target and look at and see the items that they're not picking. So they did that for a reason. So you guys, whatever you do, go out there and find them items. If you don't have nothing to do in your day, go find them and get them. It's a penny. Who can beat a penny? Nobody. That's a freaking great ass deal. Everybody wants something, something for a good deal. So yeah, you just go out there and get that shit. Do not let them make you feel bad, because she was tugging at my hearts on tugging at the strings in my heart, and I'm like, bitch, you better snap out of it. What the hell's wrong with you? You know how this game goes. You know what's up. So, but when I get home and get to my husband's truck, I'm going to I got another video that I'm going to do, and I'm going to show y'all a picture of the things that I'm talking about. And also, make sure y'all go out and look. Make sure y'all checking those gardening items, those water holes. Check the dates on them. The water holes are very tricky, because they don't, the water hose will have like spring 14 or spring 10 on them, but they don't always penny out. And the whole time that I've ever been penny shopping, I've only got one water hose ever in my whole entire time I've been penny shopping, and I've been doing it for like 4 or 5 years. So, no, actually 6 years. So, just, be careful. You can just ask them to check the penny items. Just because they checking them, it doesn't mean, there's nothing wrong with telling them to check the price. And if they're like, the price is right there, it's like, no, I need you to check the price, because they discontinue sometimes. Or you can say, can you check the price for me, please? Even if they say, well, the price is right there. No, can you check the price for me, please? Thank you. Just let them know. But, like I said, just check the gardening items, check the shovels, check the hoes, all that stuff like that, because they do make newer versions of those. So check those items out to see if if the price changes. See if not the price. Check them to see if I always get gardening hose and shit like that. So I know for sure those pennies out. The gloves, they make new gloves every season, so check those too. I just last night I got a baby pool. I got a baby pool, and I got about 12 of the things that you put around your arms, floaties for kids. I got about I got about 12 of those in one baby pool. And a chair. I got a lawn chair. So check those too, because those are very important. They make new, those are new every season as well. So make sure y'all check them. But I have enjoyed talking to y'all. I hope I wasn't upside down when I was talking to y'all. But I have enjoyed talking to y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that story. Listen to all the way to the end, because I have a surprise for you at the end. There is a new penny item that I have found, and it is a food item. It's the Taco Bell. It's a Taco Bell seasoning. I mean, the Taco Bell like ranch dressing type, but it's like cheesy ranch or something. So that is a penny. So I waited to put it at the end of the video because I wanted y'all to get the moral of that story, to, you know, not let these people make you, you know, feel bad about shit. So, but yeah, go search for that new penny item. It's ranch, nacho ranch. It's Taco Bell's cheesy something. Cheesy ranch or something. So go check it out. And I am going to actually get over here. My husband is meeting me up here. He got something for me, so I don't know what he's got. I don't know about him, y'all. So we're gonna meet up with hubby. I'm pulling up now. But you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.